Hey guys, it's me. I'm here to talk about some more sewing adventures. I'm actually going to be attempting to continue with my skirt mock-up for the 1890s walking skirt. I'm not going to probably do anything today because I have to leave for work at like 2 something, so I don't have a lot of time to do anything, and then I'll get home at like probably midnight or something, so I won't be able to do much of anything today. But tomorrow's Sunday and I don't work, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I have time to do stuff. I'll be going Wednesday mostly probably, but Monday and Tuesday I don't work or anything, so so I can start working on it then. But I just want to show you this pattern that I just got yesterday. I mean, it came in the mail yesterday, and I'm really excited. It's a truly Victorian Edwardian era 1900 to 1909 Edwardian underwear. It's really cool. It comes with different sizes and instructions, and it has like a nice size chart here. It tells you how many yards for everything that you need to get and all of the different things you need to get for it. And it's a pattern, so it's not so like I ordered it and it came in the mail and I didn't have to print out a PDF and piece it all together and cut it out like that. Like, not terrible doing that, but I don't love doing that, so I'm glad that it's just one big piece of paper and I get to cut it out. I don't have to worry about piecing it all together, so that's gonna be really fun. I don't know when I'm gonna make this, but this will be a future project someday when I have money to buy things like the fabric and stuff. Someday, not anytime soon, but for now I can start continuing on the skirt. And yeah, I just thought I would tell you this now. I'll probably be actually doing the work and stuff tomorrow, and I'll update you on what happened. Hi, so I have an update on my, wow, my hair is great, sorry. I have an update on my skirt. So I've been watching historical videos on YouTube of just a range of different videos, but I'm in the middle of watching one on walking skirt that's sort of similar to mine. It's not the same, but it's the same idea. And I think I may have figured out my problem with this box pleat situation. The skirt I'm watching doesn't have any box pleats in it, but I just figured it out. I was like, I need to look at my instructions again, go back a page and look at the stuff that I've done before to the back part to see, and I think I've just figured something out. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to see if I can show you what I'm talking about, and we'll see if this works. And maybe if I can figure out this box pleat situation, I will be so happy, because that means I'll actually be able to move on and possibly start making this with the real fabric. Who knew it would take me months and months to actually get back into doing this, and to also figure out how to do a freaking box pleat on a skirt. Like, I know how to do, like, I understand how to do a normal box pleat, like, that makes sense, and I know I've never actually done it, but I basically know how. But this one just stumped me for the longest time, and I think I might have just figured out what was wrong, so we'll see. So here's my mock-up. I have sewn all the panels together because before I was stupid and didn't sew the front panels to the back ones. I don't know. But if I do it like, oh, wait a second. I think I've done this wrong. Oh, I love my sewing abilities. I am a very much beginner at this, even though I've actually been sewing since I was like 10 or something. Like, I used to sew when I was younger, but I would just sew like basic sewing stitches and nothing hard or anything, just a basic sewing stitch basically. and I actually mostly just did it with a machine anyways, and I didn't really sew anything super intricate. I sewed like, what did I make? I used to make, me and my sisters used to make these purses out of jeans, and we used to just sew random things like pillows and just like random easy things that don't actually involve that much sewing. And then I sewed a dress one time when I was like maybe 10, 11, 12. I don't even know how old I was, but our family used to do this thing we called a learning concert, where we would like have our whole extended family over, and all the cousins and stuff would do like singing and instruments and verses and poems and different random stuff like that. Things that we learned throughout the year, I guess. But we made dresses the one year for it, and those were just like really simple dresses that had like the little, like, not puff sleeves, but like the gathered sleeves, and it was like, and I didn't make it by myself. My aunt hugely helped with the whole process of doing that. And then another time, probably I was like a little older than that, but for our old church, we went to this ball that they had, and we made dresses, and they were kind of like, I had huge help from my aunt with this. We did like, I want to say colonial sort of era style dress, and it was made with like just normal fabric. It wasn't historical or anything at all, really, besides the look of it, I guess. I just vaguely remember the process of doing it. And then in 2016, I made a Regency gown, but again, I had the help of my cousin who's super into historical fashion, and I didn't do that by myself or anything. So that was a long description that I didn't need to tell you. I'm sorry. My whole point is that I messed this up, and that even though I've technically been sewing for a long time, I'm basically a beginner at this whole historical fashion and hand sewing and all of this stuff. So, this is supposed to look like this. Sorry, my pages are falling out because they're not in there properly. They need to be whole punched. But the back is supposed to be like this. So this part is supposed to be sewn onto the back, and then this part comes in. And what I did, like the idiot I am, so this part is supposed to be like this, and then it will go into the back of the skirt, like so in the inside, so you don't see it. And this part isn't supposed to be. Wait, no, I did do it like the picture says. I'm so confused. Wait. Oh my gosh, and now I'm even more stupid. I was like, I don't know how I messed that up. I thought I did it right, and I did do it right, and now I'm just a mess. So I think my problem was that, okay, so this is sewn in the back like it's supposed to be. I thought it wasn't, but it is. What my problem is that I see the front of the back, like this is the outside, that's the word I'm looking for, and you can see those stitches. So I thought that this was just like its own piece, kind of like this one here, and it's not. It's actually part of the rest of this panel. I'm so stupid. Okay, I think I know what to do now. I have this box pleat pinned because I knew how to do that and it made sense. Now, let's get these instructions. Okay. I'm so dumb. The whole reason that I haven't been sewing this for months and months is because I was so stuck on these box pleats and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was like, I don't know what to do, and now I'm like, this is so stupid. Okay. This is so easy that I feel really dumb right now, but this should be, okay, so I have the box pleats marked. So the box pleat is on the inside, so it should be the same as the other one. Wait, let me figure out how I did that. No! It's coming out! The pin is coming out. I hate when that happens. Ugh, that messes me up because I have this box weighted. Okay, so I need to do the same thing as the other side, but it's like, I don't know if I sewed this wrong because like the mark is here. I'm so confused, but it's like this, and then like this. Does that look right? Again, this is just a mock-up, so hopefully this is correct, but I'm trying here. I think I've got it. I think this makes sense. So if I pin that and then sew them, does that make sense? And then we have to add the freaking hooks, because we didn't do that before like an idiot. Or maybe we don't because it's just a mock-up, but I'm going to want to try it on, and then hooks would be helpful. We'll add the hooks, maybe. Yeah, and yes, these are like much higher. I don't know what happened there. But again, it's a mock-up, and the only problem is that I keep messing up on this mock-up. I only have material for one mock-up, and I feel like because I'm messing up so much that I should do another mock-up so I don't mess up on the actual fabric. But again, I don't have fabric, so I'm just going to have to be extra careful when I use the other fabric. But I just need to pin this. So we just got to baste these pleats in, and then we can move on to the pockets. And yes, I'm adding pockets because I'm probably going to actually wear this, so. Also, I would like to just say that all of this is going to be hand stitched, even the mock-up and stuff, because I have a sewing machine and I don't know what's wrong with it. I kept trying to figure out what's wrong with it and fix it, and it has instructions with it and stuff. And so the backstory to the sewing machine is that it was my grandmother's. She gave it to me and my sisters, and then for some reason I gave it to my other grandmother, and she was like looking at it, trying to figure out how it works or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember why she had it, but she was borrowing it for a while because she sewed a lot of stuff and whatever. And then last year, I think, I asked if I could have it back because I wanted to like get into sewing again, and I wanted to have a sewing machine. So I got it back. I tried to use it. It didn't have a bobbin, like the bobbin thing that the bobbin goes into, the metal part. It didn't have that in there or something. I don't know what's going on. No, I lied. That was a different sewing machine that we have in the attic that I tried to use. This one, when I got it, it has all the stuff, and I was trying to sew with it, and the sewing machine wouldn't sew, and then it would get like all those like bunched up threads, and I was like, what's happening? So then I was looking at the instructions, trying to figure it out, and then I thought I had figured it out, and I tried sewing again. It didn't work, and I was like, ugh, this isn't working. Then like a couple months ago, I was trying to work at it again, try to fix it, and I'm like, I have no idea. Like the sewing machine itself should actually work. Like it has all the stuff, and like it's not like a broken sewing machine or something, but there's something that's messed up with it or something that needs to be figured out, and it's really annoying. And yeah. And I do really like hand sewing, so and I do want to sew this by hand, but occasionally it would be nice to use a sewing machine, just like, especially just to like, if I ever want to sew something that's more modern or like, stuff like that. But for like things like this, I definitely want to do hand sewing. I do like hand sewing. I'm not saying anything wrong with hand sewing. I just want to have my machine so that like, be usable, so that if I ever need to use a sewing machine, I can. I have sewn this one. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but this is how I do it, I guess. I just go for it and see what it looks like. So now I gotta put this thing right side out, because it's currently inside out. Oh, I don't like this. This isn't gonna look right. I can smell it, but we're just gonna see what it looks like. So this is the back and this is the front. See, that doesn't make any sense now because it should have been done like this on the outside. See, that looks nicer than that. So I'm pretty sure. I know my problem is. Okay, so I sewed this on the wrong side. This front panel should be flipped out. I'm so dumb, but at least I have these mistakes so that I can know them for the final garment. But, I'm so stupid. Hi. Welcome to the life of me. But this is how the back turned out. And yeah, this isn't gonna turn out well because I think what I'm gonna have to do is seam rip the front panel off and re-sew it because I also sewed this wrong. If you can see, I sewed it like as close as I could like an idiot. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. Whereas with the back panel, I sewed it like this and then I pressed it. So I'm gonna have to do that before I start on the waistband and the pockets. So I just wanted to talk to you real quick and tell you that I'm sorry for this horrible quality content right now. My camera is still out of commission. I did order a charger off Amazon and it's supposed to come tomorrow actually. I ordered it today and it's supposed to come tomorrow, which is... Okay, so I'm back. I was gone for dinner. My sister made dinner and so I went over to have dinner with my family and stuff. And then I was doing stuff on my computer, but now I am pinning this back together so I can sew it properly this time, so it can look right, and so I can make sure that slits for the pocket parts, and this should hopefully be better, and I can sew the seams right this time with the proper seam allowance and not the way I did it before. And yeah, I don't know which of all these clips I'm filming are going to end up in the official thing, but yeah, this is what's happening, and I'm finally getting around to doing this part. It's like 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna watch some Chuck while I do it. So I just sewed the front panel back on. I did not leave the slits for the pockets because I forgot, but I just decided that I'm not gonna sew the pockets in for the mock-up because I don't really need to. It's just a pocket. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to do. I guess we'll see, but pockets don't seem like a very hard thing to me, but yeah, anyways, so I'm just gonna do the waistband, but I just tried it on, sort of, without the waistband, of course. It seems kind of tight, but I think it'll fit. I think it's meant to sit up higher. I have to look. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think overall it's pretty good. I mean, it looks terrible because it's a mock-up and it's not very well sewn. But hopefully when I actually use the real fabric, it'll be good.
So he wanted to look his best. One by one, my buddies went in front of the captain. I was the last in line.
So, I don't know if you saw those last two clips, but I did show you some of me sewing at my grandmother's house, and I sewed the waistband on. I didn't do it the way they said in the instructions for my 1890s walking skirt because I was utterly confused, and then I was rewatching a banner video of her doing, basically a walking skirt, and she did the waistband differently, and she said this is how the Victorians would have had smaller waistbands. And for this walking skirt that I'm doing, the instructions have like a waistband that's like maybe this wide or something, which doesn't seem accurate. If it's going to be Victorian, it would have been smaller. Maybe Edwardian would have been wider, I don't know. But this is supposed to be 1890s Victorian, so that's not Edwardian. So I decided to do it the same way Bernadette did, because I was watching a video and I understood how to do it. And this is basically the mock-up version of how to do that, and it's smaller. And it feels like it's much easier. Now, I would need to put something to make it stronger for the waistband, like interfacing or something. But the way this was done is much easier because I just used one piece of the waistband, because there's two pieces to the waistband for the instructions that came with my pattern. And I was so confused as to what they were saying, and I just was like, screw it, I'm going to do it the way Bernadette did it, because that looks so much easier and more historically accurate to the Victorian time, because she did like 1895, which is the 1890s. Clearly, that would be much smaller. Anyways, so I did this, and I only had to use one of the waistband pieces, and it's even longer than what I needed. So, yeah. I had to chop some of it off because it was really long, but that could just be a fault in my part. We'll see. But I think I'm just going to do it this way, and then I'll just need one of these pieces. Maybe I'll either do interfacing, or maybe I will cut two of them and just sew two of them together and then do it this way with two layers. I'm not really sure. I don't have interfacing or anything like that, but I guess I'm going to have to get some for the bottom of the skirt and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. So, basically, I don't think I'm going to hem this whole thing, but I'm going to start hemming it a little bit just so I can figure out the rhythm of hemming and, like, stuff, because I haven't really hemmed anything, so I need to make sure I know what I'm doing in hemming, which should be pretty easy. And then after that, I'm ready to start on the final garment, but I need to get some materials. I need to get some kind of interfacing or something for the bottom of the skirt. And I was thinking, after watching that Bernadette banner, that it would be cool to get some, like, lining braided ribbon or something. I forget what she called it, but it's for the bottom of the skirt so that it protects the bottom of the skirt, and you can just remove the lining. If you're wearing the skirt all the time and it gets dirty and the bottom of the skirt gets gross, then you have to cut up the skirt and, like, to fix it. Whereas if you have this braided stuff at the bottom, you just have to take the braided stuff off and replace it, and the skirt is protected. So I really, really like that idea, especially because the fabric I have is the only fabric I have, and it's kind of more expensive, like most fabrics. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start. I'm not going to hem this whole thing because it's a mock-up, and maybe I will sometime, but not right this second. Because this is just, yeah, very synthetic, and I don't want to actually keep this. But I'm going to mock up. What? No, I'm going to hem this, and maybe sometime I'll hem the whole thing and use this as, like, sort of a petticoat piece. I don't know. But I'm not going to actually keep this permanently because it's synthetic Walmart material. But I am going to hem it a little bit. So, I don't know what I updated you last on the skirt mock-up, but today I got some linen. I ordered this off of Burnley and Trowbridge, and I've never, this is so nice. I got it so I could line my skirt, but there's a lot here, or it feels like a lot here, so I'm gonna see how much I need to line the bottom of the skirt. Hopefully not a lot, and then I can hopefully have enough left over to try and attempt to make a shirt. We'll see if I have enough. But if I do, I want to attempt to make the latest shirt video that Bernadette did on the pirate shirt. I think that looks exactly almost like Anne's shirt in the second movie of Anne of Green Gables. So I might attempt that. But we'll see how much we have, and I might be overestimating how much is here. And if so, then I'll get more of this sometime when I have more money. And yeah, for now, I'm just really excited to have this. And I'm actually thinking about starting on cutting my wool today, which is kind of scary, but I still need to figure out the hemming. Like, I need to hem the bottom of the mock-up just a little bit so I know, so I can figure out what I'm doing, because I've never really hemmed properly. I've never hemmed the way I'm going to, I should say, which is like the normal way that people do it, when you fold it over once and fold it over twice and then you hem it or whatever. So I'm gonna do that to make sure I know, just to make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because that'll take forever and it's just mock-up, but just a little bit so I know what I'm doing, and then when I do the wool one, that I'll actually have kind of experience in knowing what I'm doing and not messing up. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. Yeah, and I will show you that process, and then I will get into making a separate video for the actual making of the skirt. So I may add some footage at the end of this to show you that I am sewing the hem. I don't know if I've already tried to end this before, because I kind of feel like I did, but if you like this video, check out my channel, and I will be posting more historically fashioned inspired videos. I don't have a lot right now, but I am going to attempt to have more. It will take a while because I need money to buy the materials for these clothes, and I don't necessarily have that, especially when I'm trying to save for a trip. So whenever I can find fabrics and different things and be able to make projects, I will be making videos when I can, and I will see you in the next video. So I hemmed a little bit of this, and oh my gosh, first off, didn't know I could do this and make this look so nice. Whoops, sorry. This is, I don't know if you could see that, but this is what it looks like on the front side. If you can't see that, like, you can barely see the stitches. Sorry, this won't stand up. But this is like, I only did like a tiny section, but like, first off, it's really easy, and it looks so like invisible because the thread is like the exact same color, so that helps too. But that was actually so much fun, and I just wanted to keep doing it. It only took me like some minutes or so because I only did a tiny bit. But I want to move on to the actual skirt, and I'm not going to hem this whole thing right now. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But that hemming part was like so relaxing. Oh my gosh, I just want to keep hemming all day. But I need to get to the wool and start cutting it out.